Greetings and welcome to STEM Smart Academy. We are going to discuss grade 9 Pretechnical Studies, that is the Signal CBE Assessment, second trial, the Scholar 002 2026. Before we start, kindly make sure you subscribe to our channel, like and share this video with your other friends. You can also reach out to us via the number 0741 30 43 11 for more revision materials. So straight away we are going to question number 1 of this paper. While laying pipes for a sewer line project, a plumber identified the radius of the pipes by simply observing the given measurements. Which type of dimensioning is used for arcs, circles and rounded corners? So A, linear dimensioning, angular dimensioning, radial dimensioning, D, arc length dimensioning. So the one being used for arcs, circles and rounded corners is what's called linear dimensioning. That makes choice A for apple the correct answer. Question number 2. Stephen works as a painter. However, before applying a paint to any surface, he ensures that the surface is clean by scraping it. Which of the following tools is most suited for the job among the following? The one that can be used to scrap the surface before applying the paint. You can see the figures. The one that is used here should be, we are following it keenly. We are following this very keenly to scrap the surface. Paint any surface. You just want to paint any surface. So the one that we use to scrap any surface is this randa. This one here, for example, you can see carpenters before painting maybe the wood, they scrap first using that machine. Question number 3. Jacqueline is a famous musician who performs in different events. Which of the following input devices is the most appropriate for voice input? What is it that can be used for voice input? A scanner? No. Keyboard does not take in voice. Microphone? Yes. Camera? No. So the voice input device here is the microphone, which make choice C for cat the correct answer. Let's have a look at question number 4. Dan uses ceramic materials in his restaurant. Which one of the following is not a property of a ceramic materials? A, they catch fire easily. B, they are hard but brittle. C, they are resistant to corrosion. D, they are water resistant. So when you look at that, the property that is not of ceramic materials is resistance to water. So that is the odd one out. Question number 5. Wafula would like to set up the production unit shown below. You can see cows there. Which of the following is not a factor he should consider when locating the production unit? A, availability of raw materials. B, distance from a major city. C, availability of labor. D, availability of market. In this context, availability of labor should not be considered, but raw materials, yes. What can be used to feed these kettles? Distance from a major city, yes. Availability of the market, yes. Once you get your produce, where are you going to sell it? Question number 6. Shayla was tasked with drawing up a budget for her company's monthly expenditure. Which one of the following is an ethical practice she should apply? A, excessive spending. B, irresponsibility. C, biased allocation. D, full disclosure. So the ethical property here is what's called the full disclosure. You should disclose everything fully. Question 7. Sally, a grade 9 learner, found construction workers mixing shredded pieces of paper, wheat flour, salt, and water. Which composite material were they likely to make? A. Papier mache, B. Mud, C. Concrete, D. Bituminous felt. When you look at this, they were making what we call a papier mache, which make choice A for apple the correct answer. Let's have a look at question number 8. A grade 9 Pretechnical Studies teacher wrote the following hazardous substances on the board. Which among them is an example of a corrosive substance? Something corrosive is something that can corrode your skin. Powder detergent, liquefied petroleum gas, hydrogen gas, then insecticide. So the one that is corrosive here is the hydrogen gas, which make choice C for cat the correct answer. Question number 9. Jenga, who works for Kenya Power Company, uses the raised platform shown below while carrying out his daily activities. What is the name of the raised platform shown above? A trestle, B, a ramp, C, workbenches, D, a ladder. So when you look at this, this is what is called a ladder, something that can be used to climb over some height, a ladder. Question number 10. Derek is an artist who specializes mainly with artistic drawings. Which of the following is an example of an artistic drawing? A, mechanical system drawing, B, structural drawing, C, graffiti, D, architectural drawing. So remember, artistic drawing is the one that done for fun. So an example is what's called the graffiti. Remember, this is something you learned in grade 7. Question number 11. A business lady uses the measuring tool shown below. So this is something that can be used to measure mass. The shown above, a stopwatch, B, steel rule, C, weighing balance, D, tape measure. So this is what is called, when you look at it, you need to be very keen. Stopwatch, no, this is not a steel rule, a weighing balance, and a tape measure. Now we are supposed to give the name of this instrument here. First, before you give the name, you have to know what is the diagram used for. What is it being used for? The moment you've known that, then it will become very, very important. Because this is what's used to measure masses, so this one should be a weighing balance. A weighing balance. Question number 12. A fire broke out at a manufacturing company dealing with petroleum products. The fire was later discovered to have been as a result of an electrical fault. It could have resulted from all the following except overloading the circuit through, tightly fixed wiring, no, damaged cables, yes, faulty or old equipment, yes. So the odd one out here is B for boy, which becomes our answer. Question number 13. The CEO of Falcon Technologies prefers to use written communication channels at work. Which of the following is an advantage of written communication channels? A, no immediate feedback from the receiver of the information, so that one is not an advantage. B, suitable for sending detailed information. C, they are not suitable for people who cannot read and write. This one is a disadvantage, but we want an advantage. D, the receiver of the information may not get clarification. This one is also a disadvantage. So the main advantage here, you can see, it is suitable for sending detailed information, which makes choice B for boy the correct answer there. Question number 14. Question number 14. Amos has embraced digital marketing to market goods for his farm. All the following are examples of digital marketing platforms except A, social media, yes. Print media advertising, email and short message services, yes. Website, yes. So the one that is not digital is when you look at, email is not digital, but print media advertising is digital. So the answer here should be C for cat, which is email and SMS. Which of the following fields can a plain scale be of great use? Medicine, survey and mapping, law, journalism. So when you look at this, because for a plain scale, something is subdivided into equal parts, so that can make it very important for surveying and mapping, making choice B for boy the correct answer. Question number 16. Mambo is a contractor who builds houses for his clients. He ensures that dimensions are followed accurately from the drawings. Why is it important to dimension technical drawing? A, to add aesthetics to the design. B, to make the contractor famous, so these two are wrong automatic. C, to position the different features correctly, yes. D, to show the outline of the drawing, no. So the correct answer here should be C for cat. Question number 17. The following are importance of observing safety when handling hazardous substances except A, saves money and improves productivity in the environment. That is very true. B, exposes humans and environment to more danger, false. C, protects the environment with toxins, true. D, minimizes or eliminates risks associated with their use, true. So the odd one out here is B for boy, which we call our answer. Question number 18. Mark, who is an aspiring entrepreneur, possesses the characteristics listed below. Which of the following, which among them is not a suitable character of an entrepreneur? Something you learned in grade 7. Impatient and recklessness. This one cannot be a characteristics of an entrepreneur. Good decision maker, yes. Persuasive, yes. Risk taker, yes. So the odd one out here is A for apple, which become our needed answer. Let us proceed to question number 19. That John is a designer who has been contracted to design a days for use during a presidential visit. Which raised platform should he fit with to allow access to people on wheelchairs? Very important, access to people on wheelchairs. This should be a ramp. This should be a ramp, which is choice C for cat. Question 20. Which of the following is a method of protecting data in an electronic device against online threats to data safety? A method of protecting data in an electronic device against online threats, not physical threats. A, avoid use of strong passwords which can be forgotten. That's false. Log in to as many computers as possible. This is very dangerous. Share your account details with your workmates only. This one here is also wrong. Scan devices using antivirus software, true. Because some devices come with viruses, so when you have an antivirus software, it is able to be detected and cleaned before it infects your computer. Section B, that's 30 marks. David, a grade 9 learner, has developed a keen interest in programming. As a starter, he uses visual programming. Say 3 reasons why visual programming is important in our lives. Why is it important? One, we can say it simplifies learning of programming concepts. It simplifies learning of programming. It simplifies learning of programming concepts. Another thing, it's more interesting and enjoyable. Is more interesting and enjoyable to use. You can also talk of it as it encourages creativity. It encourages creativity. It encourages creativity and innovation. It encourages creativity and innovation. Question number 22. A wide range of jobs require the use of cutting tools. Outline 2 reasons why cutting tools are important in carrying out different activities. 1, they help increase the speed of work. They help increase. They help increase speed of work. You can also say maybe we can talk about they enable repair and maintenance of items. They enable repair. They enable repair. They enable repair and maintenance of items. Question 23, sorry. Simon uses the item shown below in his home office. Identify the composite material used in production of the item below. This one should be an office table. So which composite material was used here? The composite material used here is what's called the plywood. That's the composite material in use. Part B, list down 3 other examples of composite materials you know. Examples of composite materials. We can have something like concrete. We can also have something like fiberglass. Fiberglass. Something like sandpaper. Something like carbon paper, among others. Something like rubber, among others. Question 24. Plane geometry is used in drawing to provide the foundation for creating accurate and precise representations. State 2 ways in which the plane geometry is applied in drawing. How is plane geometry applied in drawing? You can say it provides basic geometrical shapes. It provides basic geometrical shapes. The next point we can have, you can say that it equips individuals. It equips individuals. It equips individuals with the tools for precise construction. Let's look at question number 25. In the distribution of goods and services, intermediaries facilitate the movement of goods from the point of production to the point of consumption. State two examples of such intermediaries. Examples of intermediaries, we can have people like distributors, wholesalers, retailers, agents, logistic providers, among others. Question 26. Write down two factors to consider when selecting the appropriate measuring tool for a task. The appropriate measuring tool for a task. 1. The level of accuracy needed. Level of accuracy needed. We can also talk about type of material of the object. Type of material of the object. Then we can also talk about the type of task to be performed. Type of task to be. One of the main features of a plane scale is the scale ratio, which is shown by the RF. What does this abbreviation stand for? RF stands for representative fraction. Representative fraction. Question 28. Freehand sketching is the process of drawing without the use of tools like rulers or compasses. Identify two techniques used in a freehand sketching. Techniques used in a freehand sketching. We have what's called the box method. The box method. We have also what's called hatching. We can have what's called stippling. We can have what is called blending, cross-hatching, and compass, among others. Question 29. Materials of production are categorized into metallic and unmetallic ones. What's the difference between the two? So you can say metallic consist of metal elements, while non-metallic does not have characteristics of metals. Or even you can say metallic are attracted to the magnet, while non-metallic do not get attracted to the magnet, and so on. But B, give two examples of commonly used metallic materials. Examples of metallic materials: iron, steel, aluminium, silver, gold, among others. Question number 30. Grade 9 learners were taught the importance of setting goals to boost financial discipline. State 3 importance of setting goals in a financial management. What are some of the importance? 1. Increases a person's confidence. Increases a person's confidence. Next, you can say, helps one decide on how much to invest. Helps one decide on how much to invest. On how much to invest. We can also say helps in giving a person a clear financial focus. Helps in giving a person a clear financial focus. Question number 31. That flammable substances are substances that can easily ignite and burn rapidly when exposed to flames or a source of heat. Highlight 3 examples of flammable materials you know. Examples of flammable materials. We have things like natural gas. We can also have things like kerosene. We can have things like cooking oil, maybe hydrogen gas, petrol, alcohol, among others. Question 32. Safety is very important when in a work environment. Name 2 safety measures we can observe to minimize the risks when working on raised platforms in various environments. Safety measures we can observe to minimize risks when working on raised platforms in various environments. 1. Conducting safety training. Conducting safety training. We can also have something maybe like using personal protective equipment. Using personal protective equipment. We can also say maybe regularly cleaning, maintaining, and repairing equipment surfaces. Even maybe installing repairable code rails, storing raised platforms properly after use, using a slip-resistant safety wear such as boots or gloves. Question number 33. During a class visit to a local manufacturing company, grade 9 learners came across the hazardous sign shown below. You can see this is corroding our skin. What does the hazardous sign above symbolize? This one symbolizes corrosive substances. Corrosive substances. You can see what is trying to do to one's skin. So that's why we call it corrosive substances. In case you're interested in more midterm papers from various exam series, reach out via 07 41 30 43 11. You can WhatsApp or make a normal call, then our team will be able to respond to you. Thank you for watching. See you in our next lesson. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos with your other friends.